You're listening to the Small Business Talk podcast with Cathy Smith, episode 76.
Small Business Talk is a podcast for business owners and entrepreneurs who want a better way to run their businesses without spending years doing it the hard way. Small Business Talk is hosted by Cathy Smith, who has run the same marketing agency for more than 17 years and helped hundreds of business owners achieve their marketing goals.
Welcome to Small Business Talk. Digital marketing is a very broad subject, and recently I was asked to be a guest speaker where we did a question and answer session on digital marketing. So today I thought I might share with you some of those questions that were asked, and of course the answers too. Do I need a website in this current marketing climate? Yes. Question over. Okay, I'll answer that one. Yes, you do need a website because a website is your one main base. It's where you can keep all your content to help educate and inform your potential customers. Your website is also a great resource for your current customers, a place where you can house your frequently asked questions, your downloadable checklists, helpful hints, product information, and done right, a website is much easier to search than social media, both by Google or by your audience. The second reason to have a website is that customers expect it. The perception, rightly or wrongly, is that a real business has a website. So if you're just starting out or you're transitioning from your hobby into a business, you definitely need to have that distinction by having a website. Thirdly, you don't own the social media platform that many people spend their entire business on. When the rules change, and it's when, not if, you might find that you have lost your entire audience, or that the platform that you have spent so much time and effort on is no longer popular, and you are left having a wonderful conversation with yourself. So think about a rental property. You wouldn't spend thousands of dollars building a beautiful patio, a wonderful outdoor kitchen, and possibly a swimming pool on somewhere that you were just renting. The owners would think it was wonderful, but when your lease wasn't renewed, you would have lost all of that, and we definitely wouldn't dream of it. But that's how people treat social media platforms. They pour so much money, time and effort into it, only to lose it completely when things change. Websites also give you the opportunity to have an email opt-in or a lead magnet that allows you to collect the addresses of your audience so that you can continue your conversation with those that have opted in. Now, word of warning with that is that you can only use that list for what it was gathered for. So please don't just drop it into your email, whether you're using Outlook or any of the others, and email so that everybody can see. You really do need to use one of the email service providers. And as you know, there are many. If you do have to do it via Outlook or one of the others, please make sure that you blind CC that so that nobody else can see the emails, because that's actually a breach of privacy law and you can be fined. So please be careful. Question 2. How many times a week should I post? In episode 70 of Small Business Talk, I discussed this in detail, so go and check that out. But a quick recap is it depends on your audience and how often you can produce good quality content. For some of our clients, the more often the better. For others with smaller audience, once a day is fine. So check your insights and your analytics and see when your audience is looking, and then test and measure and see what works for you. In episode 72, I talked about what to post, so that might help you out too. Question 3. Why doesn't my business card colour look like my logo on the screen? Now, perhaps not exactly a digital marketing question, but relevant all the same, and something that is often asked. Basically, it's due to the colour gamut, which means the ability for the device to reproduce the colours that we see. So the easiest way to explain this, and bear with me, take an apple, just an everyday or normal apple, and put it on a side plate or a bread and butter plate. Then take that plate with the apple on it and put it inside of a square cake tin. Make sure that there's a little bit of room on at least 3 sides. Now take the cake tin that has the plate and the apple on it and put it into a baking dish or a larger container. So make sure it's big enough for the cake tin and has room on all 4 sides. The baking dish is the amount of colour that the naked eye can see in a normal sighted person. The cake tin is the amount of colours that the average digital monitor can reproduce. So like your TV screen or your screen on your laptop or your desktop, something like that. The plate is the amount of colours that can be printed using a single specialty colour called a Pantone colour in Pantone inks. And then the poor old apple is a fraction of the colours left, and that is your CMYK or your process or full colour. That is what's used to print business cards these days. So as you can see, the baking dish, the visible colour, has hundreds, if not thousands more colours than the poor old apple. And that is why some colours, especially greens, vibrant blues, purples, and some reds are hard to reproduce on printed materials. If you go to the show notes, smallbusinesstalk.com.au/076, I've added a colour gamut diagram so you can get a real visual look of what I'm talking about. To overcome the colour issue, some business brands even have trademarked Pantone colours. Like Tiffany's, they have a blue, Cadbury's chocolate, purple, and Coca-Cola red. So what this means is the brands are printed with the normal 4-colour process, your CMYK, but then they also have a special PMS colour. Sometimes you can see this inside of cereal boxes or cardboard boxes, biscuits, that sort of thing. You'll see a row of colours and then you'll see some special colours as well. And with those, sometimes there's 2 or 3 extra colours to get the exact branding that they're after. Question 4 is, can I post a cat video? Well, yes, but a better question would be, should I post a cat video? And on most occasions I would say no. Likes or views for viewing's sake won't help grow your business. As a Friday funny, maybe, but generally, if it's not related to your business, then no. Of course, there are exceptions. If you're a vet, if you're a pet store, maybe you're a shopping centre having a baby animal exhibit for the children for school holidays, something like that. So if it's related to your business or your personality, if you're specifically a cat lover, if that's your baby, then maybe. But think about it in a business context. Is it going to help people connect with you? And are they going to be able to then buy from you? So likes for likes' sake? Definitely not. Question 5. Is marketing a waste of money? Done wrong? Yes, it certainly can be. People waste thousands of dollars, sometimes a day, on the wrong marketing. Other people spend mere pennies and have a vast return on their investment. For most people, you're generally in between. Marketing done well should return a 300% return on your investment. So for every dollar you spend, you should be getting approximately $3 back. So whether that's in sales or brand awareness, you need to be in front of your ideal customers, but not just anyone, but someone who is likely to buy within your normal buying cycle. So for some people, that's much longer than others. If you're looking at selling houses, for instance, most people don't buy houses that often, so their buying cycles are quite long. If you're looking at something that's consumable, of course that's a much shorter buying cycle. So think about it in those terms. Are you getting in front of the right people that are likely to buy? So with a housing example, it might be a case of they've bought their house and possibly an investment home, but now they have kids that are growing up and they're looking for their first homes. So just think about how your customers work for their buying cycles. Being top of mind is hugely important, but top of mind on the wrong audience won't get you any sales or return on your investment. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Next week, our special guest is going to be talking about how to grow your business by listening to your customers. So I hope you can join us then. Stay safe, stay well, and SBT audience, enjoy your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Small Business Talk podcast and head on over to smallbusinesstalk.com.au/downloads for all the show notes and links to this episode. Remember, to be great, you must start. Pick one tip from today's episode, take action and implement it. Let's meet again next week at the same time and place. Until then, take action. And SBT community, enjoy your journey.